We have entered Magnet 2 repeated, and we have entered Magnet 2. Doc, how about you and Foos?
Secure the perimeter. Considering the particularity of the magnet to laboratory, I suggest that we will meet and act together.
Good. Ayana, report the results of the drone reconnaissance. There is almost no difference from our last evacuation. The meter reading is almost the same, and no other people's activities are found inside the facilities. It seems that after we left last time, Magnet 2's blockade was done thoroughly. In other words, no one is at all. Our task is to find the missing Ash team. No one is not good news. Pay attention to the alert, and after the meeting, we will go directly to the original site of Levi's main laboratory. Here we are.
You sure?
That's right. According to the map, this is where Levi's main laboratory should be. At that time, we were only one step later than Khan. First felt a shock then. I don't know if the lunatic of Levi's or the instrument itself has a problem. In short, the entire main laboratory disappeared out of thin air.
Are you sure disappear out of thin air?
Combining the situation at the time and the opinions of experts, this was the most reasonable explanation.
Too unrealistic.
No kind of explosion in reality can completely erase all the traces of a laboratory, leaving huge empty holes. But the people outside only feel that they have shocked twice.
Alright, what you said?
No, not an earthquake. Vibration is likely to be related to disappearance. Ladies, look for bunkers in place, waiting for vibration to calm down.
Captain, how many layers are there in the art museum? My legs are about to go. Huh. Anyway, climb up. And it is right to climb to the top floor. Raynal is there. Can we not take the elevator? Why do you climb the stairs here? Do you think I don't want to? We figured out the security arrangement here before departure. The guy was very cunning. In the building, there was only this staircase and an elevator he used to pass to the top floor, and there were people guarding each elevator. The stairs are the weakest part of defense, and we can only break through here. Isn't he just the Kazimiris who came here? There is no one who supports the waste behind him, but it is forced to force him to sign the transfer agreement. How can we do so cautiously? Oh, isn't it enough to have money in this place? The one downstairs. Take 2 steps. Don't look around. Captain, I really can't move. I would rather take the elevator to fight the crossbow with his security guards. Team leader, we will go to that guy's office soon. Put in the footsteps.
Milos, I remember telling you a few days ago. Just look at the letter sent to me. You don't have to ask me.
But this is written on looking for your kiss, Raynal.
Where did the letter come from?
This is from Kazimiris. It seems to be your uncle.
Oh, I know. I came to the inheritance.
There is also one, from the Docil's municipal government.
Sent me a letter in the same city. It seems that the things in it are not very tight. 80 are boring banquet invitations.
Maybe Candela will go. We can talk to her about the opening ceremony. The art museum has been completed. Soon after the opening ceremony, you spent a lot of effort on it. I hope it will be shocking enough.
Come over, Milos. Stand with me.
The man stepped forward and stood on the position side by side with the red hair. The two of them looked at the artistic works of about to highs deep in the room.
Milos, do you think I named this work The Collapse of Order?
It's good. Do you plan to put it in the opening ceremony?
We have always had something to say, isn't it?
Is that distorted arc represent collapse?
No, it represents a glimpse of the entire society. A line with strong training meaning, judging all the incompatible people as crazy gays. A line that can only be born in Iberia after the occurrence of great tranquility.
The Iberian trial court, indeed, the symbol of order. The unbelievable corner comb represents the spin of Lusitania.
No, you think about the 1,000-year, old wind and sand of Salg for thousands of years, the city of King Pausia and gold. The imagination of exotic is also a construction of an inherent order. It was a kind of imagination that was treated. At first it remained a certain width, but in the end, there was nothing except for tampering.
Yes, it makes sense.
Those words just now were from me.
Well, your art is always so unique, from material to expression. How many golfs did you use this thing? 1,000? 2,000?
That's not important. What we need to pay attention to is the last one. How about Do you want to help me put it up and complete this work?
What will happen to it?
This work will be completed, and at the moment of completion.
Before the man had time to finish speaking, he saw the shadow of the office door stitching. Without waiting for his reaction, the door was kicked open, and even the entire room was slightly shaking, causing the sculpture in front of him to collapse halfway. Golf scattered.
Collapse.
Raynal, and the little secretary, squatting down. Don't want to move. Who we are not important. You and your boss have to take a trip with us. Otherwise, don't blame us to be polite. It seems that something is approaching the ceiling quickly. Regardless of him, it's probably a huge beast. The officer of the leading team thought, raised the crossbow in his hand, and the Raynal was aimed at the half of the golf sculpture. Then, he heard that the sculpture of Fruitful was directly above, and a loud noise came from the ceiling. Then there was another sound. This time, with the loud noise of the board, a large hole appeared on the ceiling. Through the smoke mixed with various fragments, several black shadows fell one after another on the ground of the Raynal office, smashing the remaining half of the sculptures, and golf flying around the room. The soldiers just wanted to scold a few words, but suddenly stuck in their throat. He found that the black shadows suddenly moved.
Everyone, are you okay? Fortunately, a little bit of abrasion.
I'm okay.
Doc.
I'm okay.
Yana tried to help the doc sitting on the ground, and then saw Doc holding a golf ball in the hand. The round red marks on the forehead was pressed by the golf ball.
Everything is normal, except for the golf ball, who doesn't know where.
Next question. In addition to we seem to fall into the golf basket, someone understands what happened just now.
Dome, why did we not expect to enter from the top? Then don't need to climb the stairs. Shut up. The coming is not good. Ready to attack.
Crossbow, ready to pick up the enemy.
Oh, look at this tense scene. You shouldn't come together. Did you bring a weapon, Milos?
Did not bring up.
Then there's no way. Everyone, if you all want to kidnap me, I suggest you get higher than one after all. I have only one. Milos, how about? Do you want to have a drink?
Go on, I have to protect you.
Tight.
The stair abduction party. Fresh enough.
Don't mutter. Put down the magical weapon and roll away from the Raynal obediently. Otherwise, don't blame our guys for long eyes.
Whether it is kidnapper or not, it will come across us. Find a bunker on the spot. Iana, Doc, prioritize with non-armed personnel to evacuate. I and Foos cover you.
Without a halo, it is not Sarka. It is not like Black Steel. This group of fools, because the weapon looks very windy, does not even have life. Give me it. Can't let them run away with Raynal.
Iana, 10 o'clock. The enemy fell.
Head, no right, these peoples is not the same. What are you afraid of? We still have support. Preparatory team, don't hide in the corner. Hurry up and come in and collect work.
Unable to reach the location of non-armed personnel. There are too many people on the opposite side. And Diana and I are suppressed behind the bunker. Ping.
Give it to me. The grenade has been thrown. Alas, the grenade is not good. The enemy's tolerance for explosion is higher than expected. Receive, Foos, smoke bomb.
The smoke bomb has been thrown. The smoke bomb cannot solve the problem fundamentally. Do I need to shoot explosives? I still have a lot here.
It is a good idea, but Thunderbolt mines are more suitable for here. Iana, Doc, go to non-armed personnel to find bunkers. Foos and I are responsible for firepower suppression.
Fire, fire.
Do not come.
Just come to take you to the hidden place, don't resist.
Why turn around?
Careful.
Sneak attack? Intersection.
It seems that you are not only a secretary or a bodyguard.
There are so many nonsense.
Sir, retreat so that we can tame.
You swine bottles and serious weapons? You are still early.
You are still early. Ayana, I come back to this dizzy person. You will guide the guy wearing white clothes.
They want to hide with Raynal. Stop them. Head, no. They even fired too fast. We can't be near. Of course, what are you doing when they are not firing? Intersection. These people will find dead corners too. And their cooperation. So many people. Do you tell me the cooperation of for people? Intersection.
And a bunker, and we can resist for a while.
Change.
That man's dumb. Get up.
Iona, smoke bomb. The smoke bomb has been thrown.
Is it a smoke bomb again? You can be resistant to this.
Thunderlingly has been thrown. It has been stuck. This is a souvenir for you. Foos. Flash.
The head, the two left are to hide. Give me on that.
These people rushed up, and never thought of preventing explosives at all, and had no tactical consciousness.
Let's talk about it first, Doc. The wounded rescue is also given to you. It's clean. It's clean.
It's clean.
And no person to die is a good news, although we did not deliberately target the key. But these people's rough flesh was indeed more than common sense. Even the guy who had just ate a shot near close was fortunate that he had no danger of life.
It is really good news.
There is another news. I don't know if it is good or bad, but it is strange. The beast steers on these people's heads. Look closely. You can see the blood vessels.
What? Intersection.
I don't know that Levi is still studying such things.
Ella, my compass is invalid, Doc. What about you?
If we are really near Magnet 2, in the southern part of Ural.
Doc turned his head behind him, the wind just blowing the curtains. Several people stepped onto the balcony and could look over the window that had been available before. The setting sun slowly dropped from the middle of the high-rise buildings, and it was orange in the waters of the sea, or the large lake. On the beach by the water, the ice cream car played music, and a few tourists wearing cool tourists were lying on the water rarely, enjoying the lazy atmosphere of the holiday evening. The only person in the room who could walk normally.
This is a rough non-Kira.
At least it can be determined that we are indeed not in the original scheduled area. Transmission. Where did we be transmitted? Maldives. Here is indeed like a place for people to travel and vacations, but is not like. I don't think this is Maldives. Maybe we can ask the two unfortunate victims. It is already here. Sir, maybe you can say which one are you? Where are you? What are the armed staff?
Several of my works created an unexpected ending. Out of gratitude, I was glad to be able to introduce it for you. However, before the official introduction, please allow me to correct a mistake of you. I have never been the unfortunate victim. It was not in the past, not now, not in the future.
Can we enter the topic?
Well, everyone, welcome to Step on the Black-Hearted Belligerent. Welcome to Dossels. I am Raynal Kowarski.
Well, Mr. Raynal, you can call me Ella. However, considering that we need to quickly grasp the current situation, I hope to save the introduction link. I will ask questions. Can you answer? Can you?
It's okay. It seems that I have no choice.
Mr. Raynal, which country does Dossels belong to?
It belongs to Belligerent nominal.
Belligerent. Bolivia. I don't remember a city called Dossels in Bolivia. Iona, do you have an impression? I changed my way. Which continent are we in? South America?
I don't understand you. If you mean large land, isn't it Terra?
Shit.
Native dialect. It's really an accident.
Native dialect.
Nothing. You can continue to ask questions.
It is hard to believe that I really want to ask this question. Mr. Raynal, are we still the planet called the Earth?
Earth and planet. To be honest, Miss Ella, I just wait to answer your questions. But after listening to your questions, my problem has increased.
Iona, maybe you will have some better ways. Iona.
Yana did not reply. She widened her eyes and looked straight at the skyline that was opposite to the setting sun. Everyone looked at the direction of Iana's visual. One bright and dark, the two-wheeled moon is slowly rising. I was really lucky, and I was found after drawing a contour. I was almost caught. Wuyan chased out a large group of people, scared to death. Stop it for me. You girl, I want to run randomly on the wall of the art museum. Not good. He came here, and I had to go quickly. Huh. Even if you are lucky today, Raynal. Brother, The cactus gave me a pack, asking Aunt Marco. There are not enough additives in Aunt Marco. It is not as delicious as Uncle Marco. Alas, in short, I came to Bakshin's poem, and I am hungry now. Look at your dead man. Don't sleep all night, and stay up late to wash photos. Inspiration always came suddenly at night, and I was very distressed. When do you get my photo? Ah, I remembered. Is the one you said to give away? Is the girl who is engaged in metal music? The girl had dumped me last month. It is abominable, and the memory will always disappear inexplicably late at night. Rough mouth, there are so many photography in this building. Why did I find such a procrastination? Yo, Techco. Are you back? Is that our museum fun?
Get out.
Why, it's touching the wall. Didn't you vow to say something there last night? What does it look like in his palace? I heard that there are a lot of authenticity in it. I knew it had gone with you.
Not to mention, as soon as I finished drawing, someone chased out.
Alas. It's okay. There are countless times in this kind of thing. There is always one time he can't escape. The next time you can bring me. I can. Hehe.
It's almost enough, the two of you. Did your father go out today?
No. My father was in a bad mood today, and did not come out in his room for a day. I guess he may be waiting for your good news.
So, Mr. Reinl, you don't know Levi?
Of course I have to confirm it again. You don't know my uncle, right? Tall, wearing glasses, smiling, very gloomy.
If you talk about it, I will suspect that your uncle is the person we are looking for, sir.
I think this should just be another unpleasant coincidence. Since the misunderstanding is clearly explained, do you have to come together?
I don't think so, Mr. Reinl. We have to go. Ayana, why are you trembling? If we are not dreaming, we are not experiencing hallucinations. We are either in time or in space, have been launched by some kind of unknown power and fell here. Maybe it is the Earth that is unimaginable time dimension. Maybe a distant planet. I'm just very excited, Ella. I can understand you, but it is not only a completely strange world in front of us, but also a completely strange problem. So, no matter how excited you are now, please calm down. Feel sorry.
I hope we can find a place where we settle here before the night of the night.
The atmosphere does not have to be so embarrassed. You have saved my life. In return, some help me can still provide it. At least one place to live. No, do you really plan to sleep on the cardboard on the side of the road tonight?
It is going to rain. We will not accept your help in vain, Mr. Reinl. During this period, we can be responsible for your security. At least guarantee that no one will rush into your room with weapons as usual.
Or fall off the ceiling with a weapon.
Okay, Milos. I think there is no problem.
But we know nothing about their identity, Reinl.
Isn't this the opportunity we know, Milos?
Tuewa.
You don't know me on the first day.
If you intend to refuse, I suggest you as soon as possible.
No, lady. I have no opinion. We can also sign the official employment contract while the personnel department has not got off work.
Kiki, Diaz, back. Diaz, I listened to the people outside and said you were waiting for me. Keki, I couldn't succeed, but you can rest assured that I was not injured.
Sit down.
What are you looking at?
Alas.
What are you put on?
Mr. Reinl, while working hard for the opening ceremony of the Crystal Art Museum, a dependent community is also organizing an art festival. I wonder, what do you think? I respect art, and people living there are generally thoughtful, and their creation is also very interesting. But the art festival is not everyone who can do it. They lack the participation of professionals. I always think that it is a very stupid thing to compare what the two sides are doing. The significance of the art museum is far beyond their art festival. We bring together arts in various places on Dossels, show the diversity of culture and art, and provide a platform for exchanges for art lovers from all parties. For the development of Dossels art, this is not comparable to the art festival of amateur people.
This art trafficker is so embarrassed that we are not professional. Intersection.
He or us is not the first day. As soon as he arrived at Dossels, the institutions and critics who saw the eyes of money opened our community as an excellent material for him. He himself never looked at us again. If he didn't understand anything, he dared to say 3 and 4, and gave him his own nonsense. As a result, we are hindered everything. I do painting exhibitions, discounts, and even small live performances. Didn't he still have a so-called community development plan before? It was so angry that we were stirred up by us.
Yes, we didn't give him any good looker.
For example, don't you go to the outside of his art museum to graffiti?
Obviously, he first found someone to approve my friend's work in the newspaper.
So he mentioned what good can we have. What he loves to say. Speaking of which, I have to say a few words of art creators of Dossels. Why can Crystal Art Museum attract so many eyes and achieve so great achievements? Because we represent the real valuable part of Dossels art. Fully absorb the cultural nutrients of Dossels, and express the real spirit of Dossels, the first purpose of establishing the Crystal Art Museum. Who does he want to represent? All Dossels are creators. Intersection. What did we do when we fled the band of the Singer's Dynasty Planting Garden to perform? What was he doing when we translated the new Use's novel? In addition to sitting in a glasshouse to talk about business, what did he do for the Dossels art sector? He is also equipped with Dossels. Intersection.
Daddy, dispel gas. Eliminate key.
I want to get angry. Judo, our art festival, and Raynal have hit the opening ceremony of the glass house.
Intersection.
Someone came to tell me this in the morning, and I still felt so coincidental. As a result, he just said in the show that it was the same day.
What about our art festival?
Cool. I'm too lazy to care about him. He did him, we did us. Our own progress is smooth. Focusing on doing our own thing is more important than anything. In the past 2 days, you have rarely provoked him, and the matter at hand is tight. Captain Mateo.
Are these people who come back? Say, what's the matter?
Raynal's bodyguard dropped from the sky, preventing our actions. Many brothers folded in, and I escaped with the rest.
How many people do they have?
2.
Just for?
For people who use, trained well, have a very unique combat method. We can't easily break through. Shang, Captain, please don't be difficult for brothers. The responsibility of failed in action makes me take a responsibility.
You talk about righteousness.
Subordinates.
Okay, don't be so trembling. Lectures are not bad. The news received before departure is wrong, and it is inevitable that in the end, it will be about to explore the reality of the guy. Go. There is money in that box. You take it to the people of your men. There are some casino chips in it. Go and play well. If you win, you will lose me.
Captain, you... really? Intersection.
When gambling, there is long-hearted eyes, and there are many people there. Your ears are sensitive. Pay attention to listen to it.
Yes, it is reported to hear valuable news. It must be reported in time. What about that community? What do you plan to do later? The people above are tightly urged, and our entertainment city development plan is worse.
I can only find another way. Since Raynal is an iron plate, it is better to start directly from the community.
No problem. I will pay special attention to the news there.
Do it well, and when the casino is built there, I want you to be the manager. Don't let me feel that I look away.
Thank you for your cultivation.
You have come earlier these days than I thought, Miss Ella.
I like it earlier because I don't like let others wait for too long.
I'm late, and a little bit blocked on the road.
9 o'clock. It's okay. Not too late.
I used to be a conservative person, but when I came here, I found that everyone likes to come slightly later than the agreed time.
It doesn't matter. Just look at the exhibits here in the waiting time. This art museum, at least the design of the light source is unique. During the day, the natural light source is still lit like daylight at night.
Do you like art?
No, it's just interested.
After work, you can take a look. After the Crystal Art Museum is officially open to the public, I am afraid there is no such good opportunity.
What? Can I get a free ticket here if I work here?
Of course, part of employee benefits. What I mean is that there is no crowded passenger flow now. You can stay in front of your favorite works without being disturbed by anyone.
But sometimes it is not necessarily noisy tourists who affect the mood of the visitors. And painful painting is also possible.
Ah, Do you mean the end at the end? That is actually not a famous work, but the portrait of Reynol's father. Thanks to what he stayed, we can come to the foreign country to build this exhibition hall and bring together the entire Tyra's artistic masterpieces in it. Reynol has always felt that it is necessary to do something to commemorate his father.
For example, hang a huge portrait here.
Reynol just wants to make sure everyone can see the old gentleman at first glance. Moreover, it is just a portrait. Both and Reynol think that old gentlemen deserve more.
Oh, he is really a good child.
Let's go, Miss Stella. It's almost time. I should take you to find him.
I have always wanted to ask, why do you have to climb the stairs every time he goes to his office?
When he doesn't like others to come to him, he doesn't have any energy at all. At least he has to take a stairs at least, and everyone is the same.
But I have never seen him climb the stairs by himself.
He has his own special elevator. The senior office area of the Crystal Museum is only such an elevator, and the stairs are only the one we are walking now.
Oh, it is a genius-like idea. The only advantage is that we need to decrease a lot of guards. What about other specific matters? Do you still have to explain?
No, there's only one thing you do. Just don't let him die.
What about the evening? Do you need a team member to rotate?
No need, because they're army at night. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Ella, didn't your friends come together?
The security guard you hired was interested in Foos, and he asked him to ask Don Asks. It happened that you also wanted to send individuals to train them, so I left him there.
I remember you had for people yesterday.
We should say it before. Half of the people protect you, others will continue our search tasks here, and only join in when the person is needed. Today you don't attend any public activities.
Don't stretch your face. Just ask a few words. In fact, the less I follow me, the easier
I saw that there are 2 meetings in your schedule today, and the confidentiality is extremely high.
Meeting? What meeting?
Brutch? Is this your meeting?
Milos did not allow me to play before. He was working outside today. Of course. I have to seize this opportunity to try.
As a bodyguard, I suggest you give up this plan.
As an employer, I suggest you make less suggestions. Did my seatbelt adjust?
No problem, sir. You can jump down.
See, well...
This guy is really a mix.
Miss, you don't have to be nervous. We all use professional equipment, and there will be no danger.
If there is no danger, you will not let him fill the free statement.
Do you still jump? I have tied the safety device for you.
Why not? Anyway, my boss pays money.
Back to the platform. Ella stood at the edge, and the hanging of the heel caused her to produce hemp, spreading the back of the back along the tidal place. In the face of the staff, she gently pulled a smile, and then fell backwards, enjoying the pleasure of being squeezed to the heart. During the continuous landing process, Ella was waiting for the rope to extend to the extreme, then rebounded and pulled her up. But in the whistling wind, she first heard the sound of the water balloon. Roughly, that Wolo actually unbuttoned his own safety buckle. Intersection.
Shit.
The coastal scenery is unlimited, and the sunlight burns your cheeks. You can get a tail care oil for order now.
Maichi, what are you looking at?
Over there. Cat-eared girl. I sent these things to passers-by. I took one.
This place is indeed high.
No, I'm watching this.
Follow Cornerstone. Play wrong. Is it Keratin?
Unexpectedly, Belligerent, who was frequent in war, hid such a resort. I didn't want to come from this business trip. Yeah, these days have been very happy. That is, the horns have become very rough after being soaked in the salt water for a long time, and they will be polished back to the hotel for a while.
On the leaflet, there are also soft hair for Walper, Rupert, and Fillin.
10 liters big packaging. Is the ears and tail so much?
Now that we have arrived in a batch of good goods, we will talk about it tomorrow when we meet at the beach bath. I hope they are worthy of my price.
They really need it.
To be honest, no matter what I see, I will not feel strange. Oh, God.
Let's welcome today's guests, Docilus's cultural industry rookies, Mr. Reno Kravarsky. Thanks to Docil's TV station for giving me a chance to scold the audience in front of the TV. And also thanks to the TV station for a way of venting pressure on these audiences.
Ah, isn't that the owner of the Crystal Art Museum?
You can hear the voice of the guy on the street. I don't know if Ella and Foos can get along with him peacefully. And intuitive tells me that it is a very angry guy.
Go and go, don't to the door of the store, if you don't bet. Look at the head you wear. Scare the guests. I have been here a few days ago, and I stood here to promote the carnival of my community without catching up your guests. You better not too. Hey, buddy, are you interested in seeing things in our community? Give, this is the leaflet. Our street art community has a real art carnival.
I'm afraid we have our own things to do, so...
Are you going to the opening ceremony of that glass house? Don't be deceived by what the guy's promoted. He understands the art of art.
Well...
It doesn't matter. Take it. Just the leaflet, see.
What did you write on the leaflet?
If they can really do it, I want to see it.
I can guarantee to everyone, this opening ceremony will inspire Dossel's industrial vitality in the field of culture and art. To this end, the employees and I have prepared a series of mergers and acquisitions plans, business boost plans, industrial upgrade plans. This will become a major opportunity, and the establishment of the Crystal Museum will provide a strong thrust for Dossel's economic development.
Compared with this, I really want to see things on the leaflet. Rough mouth, is this mixed book crazy? Oh, wake up, you bastard. I can touch your pulse and pretend to be less.
Keki. It's just a small degree. In the place closest to the water, unlock the safety buckle that restrains itself, and fall into the water freely. Isn't this more interesting than simply jumping up and down with the rope?
Mr. Raynal, sorry. I think I can't continue to take on your security work. Thank you for your residence, and tomorrow I will move away with my partners.
Don't you? Are you so angry? Don't be so nervous. I've tried to enter the water from a more exaggerated height. Really, this is not still living well.
I can't protect a person who joked with my life.
You misunderstood, Miss Ella. I have a plan for many years. Before finishing it, I will see my life more important than anything. Remember to wipe the water on your body. Don't get cold, you can see. Your body is not as strong as we.
Do you know, when one foot steps into this door, you can't get back if you can't get back.
I came with good intentions, Captain Mateo.
Kindness. My person has just been entertaining by your boss. Today, you came to the door with good intentions?
Kaijo, why do you and Raynal have to make a noise?
Well, I want the land in the street art community. Let him just arrest me. The way to block my way is to block the road of Bolivaran and the government. A Kazimiri's person who has nothing but money. Don't think that you can negotiate with the coalition government spokesperson. He is not qualified.
Raynal doesn't want to compete with you the ownership of that land. If both sides can achieve cooperation, he is willing to give you the land. Or give it to the united government. There is no difference.
Did you say it for him?
I mean what he meant. Without that uninterested abduction, we should have talked about these in a more harmonious atmosphere.
Do you blame me?
It was just a misfortune misunderstanding.
I don't need to give me a step. I don't care about this. You better tell me the facts. What do Raynal want to get from me?
Follow in Bolivaran. How can I do if there is no background support like you?
I have more days in the army than in school. I can't understand you.
Alas, instead of being a settlement area of a stray artist, that community is better to say that it is an outside place where gangs are rampant. We have had a plan to develop there before, but the people inside are more fierce than one. More importantly, there are some infected people there, which is very difficult to do.
To put it bluntly, you still have money at hand. Thinking that you can use money to solve everything at Dossel's.
Yes, it is always the final fruit with the ability to solve the problem.
Sorry, I still know nothing about the combat style and tactical literacy. The fastest way to understand this is to directly combat an offensive and defensive war. There are for groups to groups against, and 2 wins in 3 innings. The core of the game is to rescue the hostages. The attacker needs to confirm the hostage and take it away from the place where they are located. The defender needs to prevent the attacker from rescue the hostages. I said it clearly, right?
Who is hostage?
For fairness, I come.
Report. I came in from the window. There is no one at all. I'll go to the next room to see. Seeing ghosts. Do you not walk long? Hush. Small action. Obviously you didn't look at loud twos. Can you be quiet? I have searched in those directions you were going to. I haven't seen anyone. Didn't you listen to the communication? What communication? Are you talking about this? This thing has just fallen out of the window, just to find you a new one. Give me one quickly. You can hear this big voice more than 10 meters away. Report, eliminate the two. Can you ask you to cooperate and squat behind this board. It is best to show the top of your head, so that you can attract them. The three of us guarded the only door, and they came in to fight one by one.
Don't you be afraid of being injured.
How could it be injured? When they came in, we were destroyed by us. Ha ha ha. Rough mouth is the source of the source stone. I can't see it. They came in from the window. Do not come. Successfully found the hostages. There were 3 fools in the room waiting for us at the door. But unfortunately, the attack was not only this way. This flash of source stone skills look very effective. Wait a minute. That person is hateful. Do not come. Don't want to approach me. Report. This person was blinded and was attacking random. Hateful. My teammates. Everyone is down.
Russian rough mouth. Oh, stop. It really made me eye-catching.
I didn't expect you to come back so early. I'm not around. Shouldn't you be eager to try those places where I usually prohibit you?
There were some small accidents.
Indra?
No, it is Miss Ella.
This is the 30th private bodyguard that you go. I can't always accompany you. I still have a job to do.
Change the topic first. How do you talk to that captain?
He hooked.
Yes. Let's see how our friends in the community show.
He has a headache after him.
Rest assured, I have been fighting back and forth with those artists in the community for so long. I still know their troubles. Hi, Miss Ella. How is the departure procedure?
It failed, and no one told me that the personnel department was not going to work today.
There is no way the employees under my hand have always been so casual. Just come. Go away. And I have a headache.
By the way, I have to tell you before leaving that the sculpture in the center of the special exhibition area is a pupa. It is different from the other works of the sculptor. You may have to check the origin of the sculpture. Maybe you have been cheated by art traffickers. This is common for businessmen like you.
Miss Ella, I don't want to let you go now. You can see it. It is really accurate. I imitated that sculpture. I think it's pretty good, so I put it there. The sculpture has been placed there for so long, and no one can see except you.
Perhaps because they did not dare to refute the face of your big boss. Now that this is not a problem for Mr. Raynal, then I and my friends have left.
Slowly, Miss Ella.
What else?
If I am more peaceful, can you continue to work for me?
It's really rare.
Are you keeping me?
Don't you want to see the genuine of that sculpture? You observe so carefully, you must stop at the sculptor's work for a long time.
I hope you can really be as peaceful as you guarantee.
How far are we to Dossels?
At the current speed, it is fast.
You have said this for several days.
It's really coming. And wait for the new drugs to the locals. I will introduce you to the place where there are sunlight beaches and lying on the whole day. And stay away from the casino and bar. You are satisfied with you.
It's okay to have a bar and the like. After all, I can understand the person who borrowed wine. Wait, how do you know that I do NT like the casino?
I was also the first time I returned to Dossels with my partner. Naturally, I was thoroughly received. So I went to find Sister Orchid to ask your preferences before departure.
Then I left my hometown.
Brave righteousness.
I went back to my hometown again.
Dear choice.
Forget it. It is not a difficult experience, but these glorious deeds should be spoken in a breath when the wine is hot now. Oh, when I arrived at Dossels, remember to invite me to have a drink, just listening to the story of the story. How about it?
My pleasure.
Report and report, Captain.
If you have any words, don't be crooked there.
What you asked me to listen to, a little bit eyebrows. It is reported in the casino that recently there are a batch of or disease inhibitors to be sent to that community. There are many infected people in the community. If we can stop it, maybe we can.
Who is the medicine?
It is a pharmaceutical company named Rhode Island. She has a good reputation on Dossels and a little friendly with Ms. Candela. It sounds like a bit difficult.
It's not easy to mess with. Let me think about it. By the way, what a few people appeared in the Raynal office a few days ago. What are the details and find out?
Sorry, the captain. We did our best, but we still didn't find it.
What about our old opponent? What about the people behind him?
There is no news there.
Do you want to tell me that these people fell from the sky?
Maybe someone doesn't want to let us find their bottom details.
Who is this person? Oh, yes, there is this layer. Why didn't I think?
What do you think of?
What if it is the co-government's own people? After all, my seat in Dossels is a fertilizer, and there must be a lot of people who want to take. Even if this person has been with me, it is not surprising. What do you say?
No. Don't misunderstand. Definitely not what you think. I am alone from beginning to end. Real.
Oh, yes. Just you. Come on.
You are right. You are too right.
The trouble behind the buttocks can't care, or think about the things in front of you. There is no way to get to birds with one stone. It can not only hit the gangs in the community, but also give those people to make some trip. I ask you, how much do you remember that day of tactics that day?
Before I came, I could hear that the team had a long time at the pass.
Alas, the person in charge of the pass is my friend, so it is convenient. This car borrowed me.
Unexpectedly, you can eat it here. Quickly send the medicine to the target location. When the task is completed, I have to find a beach to relax and rest.
Don't be so anxious. The task place of our trip is a very interesting community, and you may like it.
How do you say?
Many of them are engaged in special spiritual production activities, showing their lives and all their perceptions through unique language and means.
Doctor, I feel a little confused. Is there any popular saying?
There are many artistic people there.
Reports. All preparations are done. Captain, you can rest assured that the clothes are changed. And the passwords of those guys also let everyone remember. It may be a bit difficult to imitate their speaking accents and tactical movements. But we have a guy who left from Hendon, and we let him take the lead. He still has a few crickets, and I let my brothers hold it. We also have some source-to-zone explosives and transmitters, which can also be used. Well, the medicine is preferred. Try to pick any place as much as possible. And there is a living mouth, I understand. Captain, you put 100 hearts, all wrapped in me. At the beginning, their cars have another intersection here. Brothers, move.
Ernesto, you? Do you have anything in the middle of the road?
It may be the package that others fall. Just go around.
Wait, right. That's the source of the source.
Yuanxi explosion. Intersection. It's too late to decelerate. Alta. We have to jump.
That medicine.
The box of the medicine is specially made. As long as the position of the explosion is not too tricky, it should be okay. How can you stand up?
It's okay. Those strangers, I ran to our car. Hey, those old brothers, no one in the car. We are here. No response. But weird. Why do they look like tourists, but they seem to be mercenaries?
The explosion may be related to them. We hurry up.
The text of tequila was not falling, and those people had found what they wanted in the car, and then ran away from the distance. The remaining people were aimed at catapult, and tequila with their crickets.
Pistol. Intersection. Inento. Who are they?
I just want to ask. Everyone, what do you want these medicines?
Fight.
Damn well.
Ernesto, squat down.
Already fought against the enemy. 6 o'clock. Fire. Firepower suppression. Intersection.
Alita, how about being injured?
Fine. They're only one of those people who shoot in the 8 after the 8 men. Others use more transmitters to deal with it.
Change. Cover me. 12 o'clock. In the direction my own person fall down.
No, there are too many people. It is difficult for us to chase drugs.
Let's go to the entrance to the alley in front, where there's a gossip to slip away.
It's so thick, so let me cover.
10 meters, 5 meters, 3 meters. Alta, it's you.
Is that community with all street art? What do you ask?
This leaflet said that a carnival will be held there after a while, and I'm quite interested.
Girl, do NTC any gimmicks and run around there. The people there are not easy to mess with. I advise you not to go. There are quite a lot of infected people over there.
Are there many sick people there?
What stupid words you said.
It seems that the road is not good. It sounds like that community is a very dangerous place. Do we still go?
Even taxi drivers are unwilling to drive there.
Maybe we should report things to Ella, and it may be wise to act together.
Hi. See what my camera captures. This picture, this feature and charm, alas, is really odd.
Sir, did you take our photos without our permission?
Please, give me the camera, sir.
Hey, handsome men. Don't be angry. Look at the photos. I dare to promise that the moment I just captured was very beautiful, and the two would definitely like it. Alas, look at it. On the screen, the two were frowning and looked at the direction of the taxi left. It seemed that the smoke that was brought up was stunned. One person helplessly raised his waist, and the other gently covered his nose. Although the shooting was only a moment of daily life, it was solidified at the most humorous and interesting moment, which made the viewer unable to be happy.
Well, it is pretty good.
I have to praise. You can capture it, sir.
You just like it. This photo only needs 15 gold vouchers, and the equivalent Sol and Docardi can do it. I don't pick it.
Sorry, we don't intend to buy it. You have to delete the photos. We don't really want to let our photos flow into some unknown places.
Ah, deleted. 20 gold vouchers are missing.
We won't pay it for it.
So do you plan to rest on your account?
It is a rogue.
I am. What?
Damn, he wants to run.
The two have time to catch me. It is better to look forward to where your photos will appear.
Paris is rough. The guy can't catch up with the motorcycle.
Slowly, Carter. Didn't have to rush to chase. The guy left a long tire print.
I just look for you everywhere. Is your group a photography?
Oops. I just went to make a few more exotic. Not delay. Just come to me at night.
Drag it to the last day only.
Sorry. Please drink bubble juice next time.
Okay, hurry up and adjust your photos. You can't get something at night.
See you. Big sister's hat.
Not good. I have to throw that guy. But the girl can't get around in the middle of the road.
Think about it.
From the bunker's head, the two found that the girl reluctantly raised the paint tank in their hands and began to spray the colorful graffiti on the alley wall.
A bad conjecture. Shouldn't she discover us?
What's wrong?
You see, when she draws, she always places her head towards the left, and she also crowded her eyebrows in that direction. Wouldn't it be to give a dark number?
It is possible. Their ear structure is very different. Maybe we are cautious, and the movement of the emits will be heard.
Why do you get sick at this time,
Wait, why did she fall? Disease attack. Alert the surrounding situation for me.
Not adventure. Carter, what's the matter? How can your brows frown so tightly?
Don't move first.
Doc squatted down and checked the physical condition of the girl who fell to the ground. The next moment, his expression became weird.
What's the matter?
Doc covered the nose and picked up the paint tank left on the ground.
I guess this bottle of painted solvent must not pass quality testing.
I still doubt why a person is fainted by the organic solvents in inferior paint.
I don't know. I can only do my best to help her. Are you feeling better? Intersection.
Injection for me, in my pocket.
Is this? You have taken medicine yourself. Otherwise I really do have any way. The reason for your onset is difficult to diagnose for a while. I thought It was too strong for the volatile of graffiti pigments. And it fainted with you.
Huh. I smell this every day. How can I not stand it?
Effect of this injection is obvious. You look a lot.
Anyway, this is left.
Gif, drink some water.
Well, thank you.
Where do you live? We send you back.
Don't call me a child. Hey, don't you be afraid of me.
No, I was born in Paris. I'm also surprised that you're a kind of street gang like you.
What gang? Of course I refer to that, brother.
What else can it be?
Huh? You are really a weird person.
The girl simply revealed the gauze on her right leg, exposing the sore stone crystals by the knee.
Are you afraid of this?